Hello, me again, yes, back again, bringing you another, hopefully world first review of the latest offering from the Transformers Robots in Disguise Warriors line. And of course I'm talking about Windblade! Yes, as I said in my last video, went to Roll Out Roll Call this weekend. Kapow had a stall out, and on the stall they had a couple of the latest wave RID Warrior figures, which I've never seen on sale anywhere else before. So I bought a couple of them, and this is one of the bots that I bought. This is Windblade. Now, if you've watched the show, you'll know that in season 2, Windblade appeared and became one of the the Team Bumblebee bots, and she's quite a feisty little specimen, and she kind of gets a bit of a rapport going with Sideswipe. She's quite agile and active, and she's got her own thing going on, but she sort of joins in with the band of Autobots, and she's quite a capable little fighter. And it's nice to see another fembot in the line. I mean, obviously we've got Strong Arm, but now we've got Windblade as well. And this is the second iteration of Windblade, because obviously we had the Generations one, which was part of Combiner Wars, sort of. Well, if you've read the IDW comics, you'll know all about the Combiner Wars comic, and the coming again of the awakening of the Titans, and the fact that the whole space bridge thing, and then going to find the lost colonies. Caminus being one of them, and Windblade is a Camian, and she came through the space bridge to Cybertron, and she helps Starscream to form the council of the representatives for the various colonies, which Starscream is at great length to keep control over. But yeah, well, that story is now continuing in Till All Are One. But Windblade, the city speaker, who can actually talk to Titans, and she regularly converses with Metroplex. But in this version of events, the RID, none of that seems to be mentioned. She just another bot that turns up, and she pitches in. She has got the the red Camian mascara on, so she's still got that. That's an integral part of her character. But anyway, this is the new version. This is the RID version for the Robots in Disguise line, and we're starting off in the plane mode. Now, first thing, the wings, they're on slight hingy joints, and getting them to stay perfectly flat is a bit of a problem, because there's a bit of pressure on the hinges, and they tend to want to go upwards a little bit. I suppose you can have them angled up slightly, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, the plane mode, it's quite dumpy. I haven't actually got the Generations Windblade. I want to get hold of the Generations Windblade, but I want the Takara version, the Takara Legends version, because I think that the paint apps just work that much better on it. It looks better with the more red than all the black that the Hasbro one's got. And unfortunately, yeah, people are asking a premium for it, and I'm not prepared to pay like 35-40 quid for a deluxe figure. 25 quid, yes. 35-40, no. So until I find one at the right price, I won't be picking one up. But in the meantime, this is going to be my deluxe scale Windblade, or in this case, Warrior class. So yeah, here we've got her plane mode, and it's quite dumpy. To coin a phrase, it's quite short and a little bit chubby, I think, for a plane. In my opinion, it's kind of got a bit of the old Harrier jump jet stylings about it, because they're quite short and stumpy, and she's got these are her shoulder pads that stick out in a plane mode, but they kind of look like vectoring thrusters sticking out the side, and she does have vertical takeoff VTOL capability, mainly due to these fans on her wing. Now you can see the fans are on these rotational joints, so you can turn them round, so you can have them facing up, or you can have them facing down, or you can have them facing forwards, or you can have them facing back, depending on how you want them. Doesn't really matter, but it gives you options. So yeah, got the cockpit painted in black. It's got like a silver streak here, pretty much bland red all over the top. I will say this figure is kind of sorely lacking in paint apps. It's pretty much a big sea of red plastic. Got a little bit of blue here. You got the wing section at the back, which is in moulded in sort of like a gunmetal grey colour. Obviously, moving underneath, yeah, it's just the legs scrunched up, the arms pegged into the legs, and there's this little black flap at the front. If you lift it up and you go hello, it just covers up the visible head syndrome. Now, she comes with the sword in the scabbard, and it has a big, like a slotted peg in the top, and you pull it out and it's just moulded in black plastic. I think the Generations one's got like a transparent blue blade, is it, or is it pink, or it's transparent plastic anyway. This one's just, I think it's the same moulding, they've just moulded in black plastic, which is, well, whatever it is. The RID line is supposed to be a little bit more basic than the Generations line. It's sort of an in-betweeny between, you know, Rescue Bots and Generations. It's sort of a halfway house. So it's got the same moulding, but it just hasn't got the fancy transparent plastic. And it does have a place it can go in the plane mode. Between the legs you've got this slotted thing there, and you've got the slotted peg there, and you can just peg it in like that. And there you have the sword pegged in plane mode, which is, it's a thing. You can do it. It does have landing gear on the front. It's got a nose wheel which does fold away, like so. But on the rear you've just got these points here, these hard points, so it when it lands it sits down on them. So that's basically the plane mode. It's a kind of a short, fat jet of some kind with, you know, VTOL capability, spinny fans, and very few paint apps. But it's not bad as a plane former. It's pretty good. Now, obviously, transformation. Fold away the what's it wheel. Start off with. No, we'll leave the head reveal till last. You basically unpeg the arms from the legs and obviously bring them forwards. Now the legs have kind of got you know, sort of Combiner Wars engineering. You know, a lot of the Combiner Wars figures, the legs sort of open up and then they have like a double hinge where they hinge up and they collapse up and then fall back together. This is kind of similar to that. You've got this wing pack which is hinged, and you pull it out and then fold it double like that. Then you pull the legs out, split them, and then pull them down on the secondary hinge. Spin around the heels, the wings to make the heels, like that. Spin at the waist, and we're nearly done. And then you take the cockpit section and you just fold it back like so, getting the head reveal. And there we go. There we have Windblade in her robot mode. Now, as you can see, yeah, there's a lot of red going on, especially up here. And if you look at the box, obviously she comes in the new style box. You can see from the the CGI character design that there's a lot more black going on, and there's a few other paint apps on the legs, and obviously she's got the pink blade. So this version is, as you can see, there's a lot of red going on. You can spin the turbines round face forward. Yeah, there's a lot of red, maybe a bit too much. And it's definitely one of those where I would say to you, I says, well, if you're thinking of getting this figure, I would wait till the adventure one comes out from Takara, because that will probably be blathered in paint. But you know, it's a decent enough figure. It's another fembot and can't be bad. She does come with the fan, which is stuck in the back of her head. It is removable. It has got some yellow paint on one side only. It's unpainted on the other side, and she can hold it in her hand. Like so. I'll just stick it back in the head. Head's on a ball joint. It's got a fairly good forwards and back pivot. Goes all the way around, and a little bit of side to side wiggle. The arms are on ball joints. They go out to there. They go round to there, and then round to there. Obviously the wings only fold back that far, they don't go all the way back. Need to don't think so. I don't want to force it without breaking it. It's got upper bicep swivel, elbow that goes to 90 degrees. She has got a waist joint. Then you've got hips, which come out that far, so she can't do the splits very well. They go forwards. They go back, obviously getting in the way of the sort of bits on her back. She's got a thigh swivel. Got a knee that goes to about 90 degrees. Then she's got a little bit of tilt on the heel. It's transformation joint. But I think the thing that everybody wants to know, the glaring fault with the Generations figure, is she doesn't stand up very well, because she's got very tall, thin, skinny heels, and they haven't got much of a surface area, so when you put her on a surface she tends to fall over. Well, I'm happy to say it isn't a problem with this one. She's got nice chunky heel spurs, and she's very stable on her pins, and that's an improvement over the Generations one, if nothing else. So yeah, there she is. And obviously you've got the sword. It has pegging ports on the side. She's got these slots in her legs. You can peg the sword into her leg like that, and obviously she can hold the sword. She's got open grasp palms, so you have to sort of wiggle it around to get it to grip properly. But then again, yeah, you can see the sword. She can hold the sword. So all present and correct. She's got all the bases covered of things that you'd expect to see on a Windblade figure. Now she's got the sword. She's got the fan. She turns into a plane with fans on the wings. She's got the mascara. She's got chest plating. It's Windblade. It's a decent enough little figure. Just like I said, just let down by the lack of paint. You could quite easily customise this. Put your own paint apps on, make it look a lot better. But it's a decent enough figure, and it's another addition to the RID line. So yeah, there you go. That has been my review of Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Windblade. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and I will catch you all next time. Obviously my next videos will be me dealing with this, with my my rollout fallout. Before I go, there's going to be another photo gallery at the end of this video, like I did on the last one, just to show the figure in more detail. Yeah, just thought I'd add that in. Okay, yeah, going proper this time. Ta-da, see you next time. Bye.